Okay, so you guys have seen how to find the citation from a database, and I'm showing you an example here on my research organizer, the different ways it could look. But what I want to show you how to do now is what happens if I need to go to Google and I find information on on Google, how can I get that citation? Because now that I'm off of a database, websites don't just give it to me. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, one of the things is there's lots of different ones out there. We have the citation machine, we have BibMe, we have MyBib, there's just so many out there, but the one that we are going to utilize for our work is called MyBib. Now, on each of your Google, on your Chromebook, and when you open up a Google page, you will notice that you have, I'm going to use my mouse, I'm going to come over here to where the extensions are, and you'll see this lovely little book with an arrow on it. Now that is where we can go when you're within a website, but I'm actually going to have you first open up a new tab and go to MyBib. And when you type in mybib.com, this is what comes up. Now what's great about this is that MyBib actually works with our Google. So when you get here, you can exit out of this. And it's going to ask you, like, it'll let you just go ahead and get started, but I want to go ahead and create a free account. So I'm going to click on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in with Google. Now, I personally have done this before, so when I open it, you might actually see some things I've already done. But when you open it, you will not see anything here. It'll just be that. Now, we are always, like over here, you want to make sure that it always says MLA 8. So if you ever are doing something in a different class and they want a different version, you can click on it and you can find the one you want. So that's where you can do that. You can import citations if you want, and then you can create citations. You can download your bibliography once you're done. And you can also create projects over here. So I'm actually going to create a new project, and I'm just going to call it practice, just for this purpose. I would actually label it whatever topic you're working with, okay? Now that I've done that, I can actually work with go to the websites I need. So I'm going to go ahead and open a new tab, and I'm going to go to Google. And I'm going to look up World War II, because that's going to be my topic for this. So I'm going to type in World War II. And I'm going to see. Now, I want to remind you guys, we do not use Wikipedia for anything that we do, and we also want to look to make sure we're getting good websites. Now, as I scroll down, I already have Britannica information from my database, my Encyclopedia Britannica. This is very similar, if not, this one actually might have less because this isn't one I'm paying for. But like history.com, I know if I click on this, this is actually the History Channel's website. So even though it's a .com, and we know .com is not where we want to go specifically, I know that this is going to be a good website. It's got all kinds of different things that I can look at. If I want to focus on Adolf Hitler, I can click here, and it's going to give me some really great information. Now, I can scroll down and look at the bottom, and I can look at the top, and there is not going to be, I didn't realize how long the website was, there's not going to be anything that I can use. They give me all the citation information, but they don't tell me what order to put it in. So this is where BibMe comes in. I'm going to go over while I'm on the right website. Let me pause that. As I'm on this website, I'm going to click on the MyBib link and click on that there. And it's going to pop up, and I want to remind it that I want MLA version 8. I always want to have the largest number on there. And it's going to create it for me. Now, it's going to tell me this source is credible. They agree. This one's a good one. It's going to talk, and it's done everything I need to for me. And I'm going to hit Save to Project. So it's going to come over here, and it's going to save it to my top project that I've got. I'm going to say, okay, I want to save this to practice, and I'm going to hit Add Citation. There we go, and it's there for me. Now I can go back, and I can hit back a couple of times, and I can go back to my Google site, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to look for another one that possibly will work for me. Let's see, National World War II Museum.org. Now I know .orgs are good, so I'm going to click on this real quick and see what this looks like. Oh, this is the World War II National Museum in New Orleans, and this is some information from them. It looks like even some primary sources, which is awesome. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so what if this is what I want to use too? I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to click over here, and it's going to say, oh, it says it might be credible, but after looking at it and knowing where it comes from, we're good. So right now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit save, practice. It's going to add that citation for me. So I can keep doing this as many times as I need to do. Now I can also import ones if I need to, but this is a really great way to get this information that I need. So that's how you can get that information. Now guys, normally with the works cited page, you don't do it till the very end. So as you're doing your project, you can actually just keep adding things in here. And then at the end is when we can do it. In another video, I'm going to show you how to merge your information from your databases and your information from your Google searches and books or anything else that you use and make it into one document.